Everybody, I was going to show you how to do a Halloween garland around my door. That's what it looks like now, and this is what it's going to look like when it's finished. But anyway, I just bought a bunch of garlands. I do not buy garlands pre-lit because it seems that they don't last very long. So anyway, I just bought a regular green garland, Christmas garland, and I painted it, spray painted it black, and I wasn't sure that this was going to work when I first did it. This garland is at least, I want to say like 5 years old, maybe longer. We've lived in this particular house for 9 or 10 years, and anyway, you can even see, here's a little bit of green, if you can see that, where it didn't get it. But anyway, I painted this black, and it's out. It is a covered porch. I don't know if you can see, and it's a pretty deep porch, so we don't get direct weather, but it is with the elements, and it's lasted a really long time. And I just bought super cheap paint, spray paint at Walmart, the 96-cent spray paint that they have, and I've never had a problem with it. In the very beginning, it does kind of leave, you know, a little black residue on your hands, but this is, like I said, years and years old, and it doesn't do that anymore, and it's held up really, really well. It does, when I stored last year, I was just super lazy, and I just left all this deco mesh on it, so I have to pull all of that off. So here's the garland, and like I said, I just went and bought a green Christmas garland and spray painted it black. I did this many years ago, and it's held up really, really well. And I went and I bought that at Hobby Lobby, 50% off. And I think it wound up being like $4 or something for the garland. I did get it with no lights. And then I went to Joann's and bought the lights. I bought a strand of orange lights and a strand of purple lights, and I haven't even checked them to see if they work, but I'm assuming that they will. But anyway, I did this many years ago. This is the base of my door garland. I do recommend that you use a Christmas garland to do this, because it does help to have something to hold the decorations, the ornaments that you put on. I do use big prop ornaments, and you know, it does weigh it down. I also have hooks. What you do is you take it and you lay it out and fold it in half, and take the half point and put it at the middle top of the door. That way you get absolute even sides on going down the door. There's the garland, and it hasn't been attached on the sides yet, as you can see. I just attached it at the very top. I have 3 hooks at the top that hold it in place. Now, I do want to say this is 2 garlands. I didn't say that before. I have a really large door, and I wanted it to go all the way down to the ground. So it is 2 garlands put together, tied in the middle, and I think it has like 4 strands of lights, 2 orange sets, 2 purple sets. I did check them, they do work. And so now what I'm going to do is attach them to the sides of the door, and then I'm going to fluff the garland out. It's all fluffed out now, and it looks really good. It is just the base. You're never going to see it really, but I do still advise that you have 1, the garland, and 2, go ahead and spray paint it black in case that it does show through a little bit. And I went ahead and put my pumpkins on, and this year I'm adding my owls. I bought these 2 seasons ago at Michael's after Halloween and everything was clearanced out. So I don't think that they have them this year. I think they're doing a lot of witch stuff this year. But you know, anything. And again, this is, I've been working on this for years and years, so you may only be able to start out with a garland, and I'm going to show you really how you can keep the base of the garland and have a really nice looking one. It's going to be less than $200 for everything. And then the pumpkins, these are just dollar pumpkins from Walmart or Target, or I'm sure that the dollar store sells them. And all I did was just take one pumpkin and cut it down the back side, and just it expands, and I wrapped it around my lanterns on my front porch, and it turns really, really neat. Let's see if I can go in real quick and turn it with the light on. You can probably see. So see it lights up orange, and it's super, super cute. So now I've kind of stretched this out a little bit. I'm going to see how it looks when I start putting it up, because it's kind of crimped pretty severely. But I have two sections, this one and that one over there. And so you start in the middle at the top, and then you're going to go down one side, down the other. And you can actually use the garland to twist it into place, and you just kind of let it naturally go whichever way it wants to, and it looks really good, and it fills it out a little bit. Here it is with the deco mesh added in, and this deco mesh I've had for years, and last year I was too lazy to take it off, and it's really crinkled, and it doesn't really look as good as it would if you rolled it up every year. It's in good shape, but I think this will be the last year that I'll probably use this one, probably just buy some new stuff for next season. But it'll be fine, and even though it looks kind of crinkly right this second, once you get everything in, you will see that you don't even notice that anymore, really. So at this point, you start adding in the decorations, and the key to this is having things that are a little more expensive with things that are super cheap, and everything looks really expensive. As you can see, I've got the witch up, and it's two separate pieces, witch legs and a witch head. The witch head was from TJ Maxx, and the legs were from Target. I think the head was like $9 and the legs were $10, so that's, you know, basically 20 bucks for that little part. But that's what I'm talking about. That's the beginning of layering and putting things and seeing how they all fit together. So we'll keep on working. Okay, so I just wanted to go over this really quick. I thought I'd made a video on where I got a lot of this stuff to show you that it's fairly inexpensive to do it, and it can look beautiful. So but I guess I deleted it on accident. Okay, so the garland is two garlands, Christmas garlands, painted black, that I got from Hobby Lobby, and they were on clearance. I think they were like $4 a piece. They're non-lit. Then the purple and orange lights I got from Joann's, 40% off, I believe. There's 4 strands, 2 orange, 2 purples. I know in an earlier video I said I got them from Michael's, but I remembered that I got them from Joann's. The balls, all the different balls, were from Hobby Lobby in the Christmas section, and they were 50% off as well. The skeletons and all of these little bats and boo signs, and let me see, those, the little cat and ghost, and oh, and this scream sign. They came from, oh, and the skeletons and the spiders and the Frankenstein faces all came from the dollar store for $1. So this little black cat and bat, and there's a little spider back here, and this skull came from Michael's, and the skull was a little bit more expensive, but the other ones were like $1. And they are paper, like a hard paper, but I just coated them with a clear coat to protect them, and I've had them for years, and they last. They don't have any damage to them whatsoever from the moisture. These little candy corns I made this year. Those are from the dollar store cones, and then I just painted them and put glitter on top of them and put garden stakes in them to be able to pick them. And then these little swirls in orange and purple came from Hobby Lobby, 40% off. The crows over here, he's kind of falling, came from Michael's. And let's see what else. The witch's face and the black cat are from TJ Maxx. I think they were about $10 a piece. That big boo sign, I think I actually got at Walmart. I don't remember how much it was. And the witch's legs came from Target. These are dollar pumpkins that you just cut the back out and slide them onto your lanterns. The owls came from Michael's. They were actually like 80% off after Halloween one year. The candy corn wreath, I think I got at Walmart. Anyway, so it's probably, I have to go back up and really figure it out, but I think it was about $200 for everything. And it's a really cool presentation. The key is layering. I can't say that enough. It's just put on the big base things that are a little flat and then start adding the things that have some dimension. My favorite thing is the skeletons. They're from the dollar store, super cheap. I think they have them every single year. And they're just as cute as they can be, and they're so lightweight that you can bend them and pose them and do anything. Some of them I just took in, with the deco mesh, and then the ones that are on top that I want to kind of lean out, they just have fishing line on them. And anyway, so that's my door. I do the whole porch, and I'll show you some more. I might have witches that go in the windows, silhouettes that look like they're riding through the night sky. My mom found this in a yard sale or state sale or something. I can't remember. I need to fix that one M&M on the front, but he's super cute, and I'm gonna put stuff inside of him. And anyway, I'll show you. I made a witch that I found on Pinterest. It's like a full-size 4-foot, 5-foot witch that's really cute, super easy to make, and I'll show you how to do that too, and we'll just keep going. But anyway, this is super fun, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that it inspires you to be creative and do your own and show everybody. It's really neat and exciting to show the creativity that everyone has. Thanks, bye-bye.